Good morning, everybody. So today is February 1st, 2025, and we are dealing with a concept while we talk about American history. And we're not really just talking about American history, we're also talking about the Constitution, which is a document which guarantees us all the same, it's a level playing field for everyone, which means everyone. And that's what comes into dispute is a lot of people, a lot of this and that, where it's like. Well, anyway, we're here to do art more than we're here to talk about social studies, but I am licensed to teach social studies in the state of New York and North Carolina to students first through sixth grade, which I studied at Long Island University in Brooklyn, where Professor Goodman, she was really good. No pun intended. She was really very effective. And my thesis, if you could call it that, because it was sort of, you could call it a thesis. The general theme, which we were given to choose, I chose the Underground Railroad in Brooklyn, where slaves escaped, were able to escape to freedom here in Brooklyn at the Congregational Church. The Underground Railroad was not. It was not an actual railroad. This is for this video is partly for little kids. I mean, it's for all ages. So a lot of little kids don't know. I know when I was a little boy, I didn't understand what that meant until I was taught about it. So the Underground Railroad was a route to help slaves that were escape to freedom in the North, here in the United States of America. In my previous video, I talk about how I'm a Desert Storm veteran, which I also said I'm not a hero. I was just a low-level sailor out in the Persian Gulf area on an aircraft carrier, and I'm proud of it, but not as proud as I am of the true heroes, which I guess you could say were the pilots. I mean, most definitely were the pilots, and so many others. I'm not saying I was not a hero. I'm just saying I'm not, all I'm saying is what I'm saying. So we have this concept. The main thing is art. Okay, so we're developing this design of the American Eagle circular reasoning series with attention to the American Eagle. So we're going to call this Circling Around the Portal. And we thank our teacher, and I also would like to thank Bruce Lee and so many others that have come before who, he was very powerful in his assertion that you have to be grateful to the teacher that was your benefactor in some way, shape, or form. And it's not always just one person. And one of the things that we lack, I've noticed in our culture now, which is so much why things have gotten to such a level of circular reasoning, has to do with a lack of respect. And it's so bad that it's circular reasoning has invaded the Constitution, some people say. So because if you have lawyers dictating that you can't use this word or that word, or you won't, and then it's to the point where you can't even open your mouth except to say what they want you to say in the name of what is politically correct, that means that you're being robbed of your freedom of speech and your freedom in general. So, but that doesn't mean that that's happening. It is happening. It has happened. But it's also not complete. We still live in the greatest country in the world. Have some pride, let's say, shall we, in the United States of America, and some gratitude for living here, all of us. I'm just going to have to just stop right there because I sound like I'm preaching, and I don't want it to sound that way. Everybody have a great rest of the day, February 1st, 2025. Thank you.